Welcome to another edition of Mortgage Talks. I'm your host, Adam Hires. All right. And the famous words of Matthew McConaughey. It is halftime. It is basically halftime. So as I'm recording this today, it is the 29th of June. And by the time it comes out, it will already be past 6 months into the year. Now, this has been a horrifically crazy, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, year in 2020. Crazy year, just mass hysteria going on in all realms of life. But let's get out of the noise and let's understand where we are in the scope of our business, where we need to keep crushing it, what we need to take away, what we need to add. So you're 6 months in. Where are you at? Are you on pace to hit your goals? So that's what we're going to talk about today and really delve into where you're at now and refocus, re-energize, and crush the next, not 6 months, 12 weeks. So got my 12-week business transformation playbook here. Guess what? You mortgage loan officers out there, I have got a new special edition hitting the presses. It's going to be on my Hires Coaching website. Download it free here in just a few days. By the time this podcast comes out, probably already be there. So you can download a free transformation playbooks to really crush your next 12 weeks. And why do I have 12 weeks? Why do I talk about 12 weeks and not into a year? Because, well, what happened this year? COVID happened, mass hysteria broke out. You didn't know what the market was going to do, and all of a sudden you didn't know if you're going to hit your goals. And you as a mortgage loan officer out there, you probably may have panicked and go, oh my gosh, I don't know what's going to go on, and I'm going to hit my goals. Now, you may be sitting there going, Adam, I'm crushing the goals that I was going to hit in my 12 weeks. Awesome. Congratulations. You should be proud. However, let's still talk about what you can do the next 12 weeks, because here is the problem with yearly goals. Yearly goals are flawed in so many ways because there's so many things that happen within a 12-month period, right? And we're talking about it. What happened in the market? We didn't know that was going to happen. Well, you Nostradamus out there may have. I certainly didn't know it was going to happen. Didn't know how it was going to affect the market. And you may have, again, it may have helped you catapult. You may have got some good, some refinances going because the interest rates are great. That may happen. Great, good for you. Again, now, do you have a choice? Do you go, okay, listen, I want to do 10 loans a month, and right now, and I want to do 120 loans in a year, and right now I'm currently at 70. Well, do you just want to do 50 the rest of the year? Do you want to go down the next 6 months, or you want to go up? And that's where you say, hey, listen, what do I need to do for the next 12 weeks? And so for me, when I read the 12-week year, that's a very good book. It's a lot of stuff I do is, it's not really based on the 12-week year so much. And the book, very good content to it. Would definitely advise you to read it. Very good. But it really, as soon as I kind of just even read the title, I said, wow, why have I not been applying this in business? Because when I was coaching powerlifters, I always did 12-week programs. I never did, here's your yearly program. This is what we're going to do in a year. It was, what are you going to do for your next competition in 12 weeks? And so if you look at any boxer, you look at any athlete, they're training in cycles that are 8 weeks, 12 weeks. It's not in a year's time of going, hey, here's where I'm going to be. Now, they may have a, general rule of where they want to be in a year and 3 years and 5 years, and there's certainly those plans. But you have to set in motion a really short period of time to crush it in that amount of time, because things happen. You could either be behind your pace or, above your pace, right? And so oftentimes what happens is people at this point, you may have just thrown it out the window. You don't now you don't even remember the 12-month plan, the yearly plan. People do that on diets, right? And they go, okay, this year I'm going to lose 10 pounds. And then they think, okay, I got a whole year to lose 10 pounds. And then now they're 6 months along the way, and now they got 20 pounds to lose, 30 pounds to lose because they went through COVID. And so maybe that's happened in your business. You know, you've fattened up in the wrong places because you have allowed the 12-month plan to set in action laziness into not having a succinct, 100% daily activity that is so short of a period that you feel like you can just get away with not making that call that next day, not doing the activities because you have so much time. So 12 weeks, throw away all your plans, throw away everything and say, hey, what can I do the next 12 weeks? I've already set my 12-week plan. It's hairy, audacious. It's, one of those things that scares you. It scares me. Here's what I want to do. Here's how many loans I want to close. Here's how many clients I want to have. And here's how much, what I want to deadlift, So, so I'm back into lifting. And so, I've deadlifted 835 pounds before. And I'm not sure exactly where my deadlift is exactly at this point. But I'm like, okay, the next 12 weeks, I'm going to rip up 750 pounds like it's a joke, and that's what I have, and that's what I have on my phone, and so I have a personal goal, and then I have how many deals I'm going to close, how many clients I'm going to have, and now everything has to feed into that. And so when I think about, I only have 12 weeks, I don't have time to waste. I can't miss that workout. I can't, just skip out. I can't skip out on that next call. I can't skip out on those next activities that I'm about to do because I don't have time to waste. I don't have 6 months. I have 12 weeks to get that stuff done. And so really box yourself into that. So think about today as a loan officer, how many deals do you want to close this next 12 weeks? Okay? Now, here, some really key points to take away is you can't just say, okay, well, I'm going to close, say you want to close 10 deals a month. Okay. Now you have to know your numbers. If you're going to close 10 deals a month, 10 deals, so it's going to say 30 deals within a 12-week period. How many hours do you have to prospect to get that? How many hours you have to have? How many new referral partners you have to have? How many actual applications do you have to have? You have to know those things. And to know those things, you have to know what was your closing percentage this time. So if your closing percentage is 30% and you want 30 loans, then you're going to have to get what? About 90, 95, no, you're going to have to get 100. Excuse me, you have to get 100. You're going to have to get 100 applications, right? I was going 33% for some reason, not 30%. So I got sidetracked. But you're going to have to get 100 applications. People apply for a mortgage, say, yes, I want to apply for a mortgage through you. You're going to have 100 to get 30. Do you know those numbers? Maybe you're at 25% right now on a closing percentage. And you think, okay, last time I closed 25 deals, I got 100 people apply for it. How can I add and just say, I can still get 100, but how can I add 5 more deals on there and up my percentage by 5%? So you have to know those numbers, what you're doing already, and where you can leverage and get more deals. So here's a key point you need to be looking at right now, loan officers. And so listen, if you're not a loan officer, that's okay. Listen to this podcast, it's cool. You can apply this to your business too and uncover where you need to, leverage business and how you need to uncover, your mindsets and where your numbers need to be on each category to end with the number that you're looking for. It's kind of like if you're trying to lose 10 pounds, that's not really going to be the only thing you need to have, right? You're going to know I need to work out 3 times a week. My caloric intake needs to be this, etc. And the same thing needs to be applied when it comes to your mortgages, to your business. Like just that number doesn't miraculously appear. You have to do things, activities, and fall in love with the activities to get there. So think about that in your business, okay? Think about how you can get more business, and where you can leverage the most amount of activities from. So you can uncover, here's the thing too, really mortgage loan officers, listen up. Some of you are getting fat and happy right now on refinances. and you're better than you actually are. This whole hard truth I'm gonna spit today, okay? You got fat and happy because somebody gave you a big old fat snack and just fed you some refinance business, and you're getting fat and happy on it, and you're like, man, I'm damn good. I'm good. And then when you uncover your business, you got over 50% in coming from refinances. Whoo, buddy, you in trouble. Okay? You do not have a sustainable business. You don't have a sustainable business. I'm sorry, don't. Don't look at me and shake your head. I do. Tune out what you want to. If you're at 50% plus on your refinance business, and that's where you're getting your business from, you're getting fat, you're getting happy, and you're going to crash. That's the truth, because it's not going to last. We know refinances are not going to last. At some point, they're going to go up. And even if they don't go up, at some point, you're going to run out of people wanting to refinance, right? Like, at some point, people are just not going to want to refinance. You're going to run out of that, right? Like, it's just not where you need to focus all your business. Now, you can get refinance business, and I encourage you to try to get that. However, if you're over 30% in your business right now in refinance business, stop, turn, and this is a time right now to pivot and go hard on purchases right now. Right now. Like a great movie and a very poetic movie, Super Troopers. So, yes, very analytical Super Troopers. Okay, right now. You have to get in there, dive in, and say, hey, where can I get more purchase business from? Who do I need to talk to? What past clients I need to talk to get referrals from them? Do I need to market differently? Would I need some more referral partners? What do I need to do to get my purchase business up? Because purchase business is always going to be there. If you get fat and happy on purchase business, you're going to always be fat and happy on purchase business because you are making waves. You're getting referral partners. You're diving into people buying homes, which are always going to be buying homes. People are always going to be buying homes, regardless of what the rates are. That is the truth. And so, even if you're in a different line of business, like, are you getting fat and happy on something that's not going to last? We all always need to delve into our business, and that's why you go back into 12 weeks and say, hey, what's my numbers now, and where can I dial in? And so right now, you could be going above and beyond on your numbers, even and say your purchase business is good, your refinance business is good, your percentages are good. Now look at, like, where can you get more referrals from? Maybe you got a ton of them from your real estate partners. Great, that's awesome. It's a great source. Did you get many from your past clients? Why didn't you get some from past clients? Were you talking to your past clients? Were you asking your past clients? What about your current clients? Were you asking current clients for referrals? Are you talking to your clients and setting them up? Are you talking to financial planners? Are you talking to business people? Are you talking to family and friends? And asking them and having conversations about what's going on. So there's plenty of room for growth. That's the whole key. That's the beauty of it. Like, there's no way that if you're just like, this is where the mindset is just totally different. And I can't really, sometimes I get frustrated with that. And that's with loan officers, with anybody in business, are like, I'm doing great. I don't need help. I'm good. It's like, wow, got it all figured out to you from now on, right? Like, nothing needs to be fine-tuned, right? Like, cool, I just keep driving that Chevy until the wheels fall off, and I wouldn't even tighten a bolt. That's what I would do. I wouldn't change the oil either. It's cool, right? And so if you think that you don't need to change the oil and you don't need to, tighten those tires down once in a while, right? You don't need to fill up the air. You don't need to do something in maintenance of your business. Guess what? You're going to continue to deteriorate, and you're not going. Then all of a sudden, you're going to look up and say, "Whoa, why is my business went down?" And that's why, even when you're doing really well, there's such focal points in there that you missed. I do. Like, I can go, "Wow, man! Like, why is my past clients not referring me as much? Why is it something that the conversation I'm having Is the service level not as good as I need it to be, and then they don't feel comfortable referring me? I mean, is it simply just like, again, just not asking? There's, you know, there's so many things that we can point to and go, okay. And that's why in my new 12-week planner, for example, I have different segments. Like how many referrals you're gonna get from each source. And so the beauty thing is you can get from one source and be like, man, I'm on target. Oh, from this source, I'm not getting as much. So that's a point, that is for me to point out in my own business and go, hey, I need to focus on that for the next, couple weeks in this 12-week plan, or hey, it's just failed me the whole year. This is the 100% focal point in the next 12 weeks. And that's where to dive in and keep understanding those numbers. And if you don't, it's just not going to work out. So I am urging you, pleading with you loan officers, and I'm pleading with you other business owners right now, just because you're doing really well. This could go into anything, right? This could go into, let's go even to somebody that has a hair salon, right? Hair salons open back up. COVID hits, hair salons open back up, and you're like, man, I'm busy as all get out. You and every other person, okay? Like, if I could put a sign on the door and cut hair, and suck at it, I'd probably get a lot of business right now, right? Like when June 1st hit open, and the barbers were open here in Kentucky, like I could have made a bank, and they'd be like, oh man, it looks like crap, but hey, it's still better than I had, right? Like, but is it sustainable? Like, that's what you need to understand. Just because there's a floodgates, that's how business works. The truly good ones say, when things are going good, when things are going great, what more do I need to dial in? What money do I need to spend? Who do I need to add to my team? What is my focal points? And so I'm telling you, loan officers right now, because the loan officers I talk to, and there's so much arrogance out there right now on loan officers that should not be arrogant, because they're living by and they're doing 5 loans a month all of a sudden, and they which is cool, and they're making okay money, and they're like, oh yeah, I'm good now. It's like, you're not good now. Like, you're going to go back to 1 and 2. You're going to be barely making it by. Like, you're not going to make it through when it goes back down. You will be out of the business if you don't change now, if you don't dial in now. This is the time right now. You have an opportunity. If you're making more money right now, it's an opportunity to push into your business, to add somebody to your team, to dial in and say, hey, listen, I'm going to push it past, and I'm going to run out the other people that are going to be hanging on. I'm going to run them out of business. I'm going to take market share. And guess what? You think, well, that's mean. No, that is doing business at the high level, and that is serving people at a high level, because you always understand how you can get better and how you can dial it in, how your systems get better, how you can serve more people at the highest level. And that's where your money comes in. How many people you can serve, how well you can serve them, and that's where you're going to make money. So listen, dive in. Say, hey, listen, this is the next 12 weeks that I got here, and I'm going to figure out where I can leverage the most business and my time to make the most amount of money, and not just say, hey, listen, things are going well, and I just need to stay status quo. There's always something you can get better on, always and forever. If you don't think that, watch your business go down, watch you suffer, and all of a sudden you're going to be in the midst of, depression of where your business is. This is time to dive in. Don't just get fat and happy. Just let's get lean, mean, crush the next 12 weeks, make the business plan, and let's execute it. Download my 12-week business playbook, get in there. Listen, you don't have to use me for coaching. That's fine. I don't care. But do it for yourself, to dive in and ask yourself the right questions and where you need to gain the most leverage in this next 12 weeks, because you have it in you to make a lot more money. And, don't settle. Don't settle, guys. Your women out there, you all have a lot more to give. If you're a business owner, if you're an insurance agent, all those, anybody in any realm, you have so much more to give. You just have so much more that you can do. You just have to dial in. You have to know your numbers. You have to know your leverages, and you have to know that I always have to get better. And you have to make it short, smart goals. Short, smart goals. and to know exactly what you need to do to get you where you can make the most amount of income and live the life you want to live. Grow, legacy, impact, no choice. Limited risk equals limited income.